Guys, I am back to make another video, this time about recruiting, because I was in a group discussion with some leaders on our team, and they were talking about that they're a little bit unsure of how to go about reaching out to new people about the Posh opportunity. So I wanted to share with you guys exactly what I do, and hopefully it will help you feel more comfortable in reaching out to new people. And the method that I use to follow up with them, to get them to commit to something, and all of that. So first thing, my husband is gone for the next 2 days, so my kids are here running around crazy. They'll probably be running in and out of this room because the only time they don't do that is when they're asleep, and that's not going to be for a long time, and I wanted to get this video done. So we might have some guest visitors in our video. And the second thing that I wanted to start out by saying is that whenever you reach out to someone about Posh, you want it to be genuine. I never just reach out to someone because I'm like, oh my gosh, I need another recruit. I need to get someone else on my team. I do need more recruits. We all need more recruits. I always aim for the monthly award as my personal goal for the month. So a recruit is always going to be needed on my end to meet my personal goal. But I also want to reach out to people who I know that Posh is going to benefit. I'm not just going to pick some person on my Facebook friends list and say, I'm going to send them a message about Posh because they're on my Facebook friends list. I don't have a good reason. So if anyone did the boot camp that Leah and a few of us hosted, I think it started in January and ran through last month. We're kind of finishing it off now. There's a specific method that you can use when you're reaching out to people. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a huge list. I'm talking friends, acquaintances, friends and neighbors from your past that you've kind of lost touch with, family members, people you've worked with, parents of kids that your kids are friends with, old coaches, people from church. I mean, the list goes on. You're going to literally name every single person you can think of on this list. You can go through your Facebook friends list. You can go through Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you have contacts, your email contacts, and you're going to write them all down on this list. When you get this whole list written out, what you're going to do, or this is what I did. I'm not sure if this is exactly a step in the boot camp, but I went through and each line I looked at and I thought about what stage of life this person is at. So let's say it's an old friend and I know that she's a stay-at-home mom with her little kids right now. So next to her name, I would write, good for her because she's a stay-at-home mom right now. Maybe someone else I know, I'm like, she really loves natural products. So I'm going to write next to her, into naturally based products. And the list goes on. You can, I know that this person has a huge network at church. I know that this person works with a ton of other women. I know that this person loves to do gift basket kind of stuff. Whatever you know about that person that could relate with Posh, you're going to write that right next to their name. So once you have this whole list compiled, you're going to start reaching out to people. And I think that this is where you want to make sure that you really relay the message that you're genuine and that you care and that you realize that they're at this certain season of life and how this can help them. You don't just want to say, hey, would you like to join my Perfectly Posh team? That is eventually what you are trying to get at, but that's not how you're going to start off. Because if someone came to me after not talking to me for a few years and then just said that, I'm going to think, what are they doing that's so impersonable to just come up and try and recruit me to their business? So you have your whole list made and you have your reasons next to it, and now you're going to start going through this list. And so let's say the first person that I wrote down, the correlation that I felt that they had with Posh would be that they're a stay-at-home mom. So I would write this person an email, a text, or a Facebook message and just say, hey, Susie, I have been thinking about you. I saw your name pop up on Facebook and it just totally reminded me of when I saw your story on Facebook about, something funny that your kids did, and it just totally reminded me of when I was at home with my kids, and that was just such a crazy season of life, and I wish that I would have had Posh more during that time so that I can pamper myself. I am getting ready to put together some really cool packets that have tons of information about Posh, plus some samples so that you can pamper yourself. If I sent this to you, would you be interested in trying it out for me? So this does a couple different things. First of all, you're interested in what's going on in their life right now. That's really important. That's going to really get a conversation going outside of Posh, and it's always fun to reconnect with people, so that's a good first step. And then you're offering samples to pamper herself, which means that, you're thinking of her, you want her to make her feel good, you're going to send her something that is just for her, and then you're also offering the business side of it as well. So most likely this person is going to respond with a friendly message back. They could ignore you, they could just say no, but more than likely they're going to say, oh my gosh, thank you for thinking of me. Yes, things are so crazy. If you want to send the package, I would love to take a look at it when I have time. So you're going to put this package together, and you're going to start out with one of these, or something like this. This is just what I do, so this is all an idea. You can do something totally different. I get these on eBay, and I think I get around 250 of them for $30. So really reasonable. You can order them like today, and they'll be here by the middle of the week. The shipping is super fast. I can give you guys the link for that. And then inside of the envelope, Posh paper, of course. Just fold it like this, and then once more, and you can fit it inside the envelope. And make sure that you have your information on the back of it. And then I also include this. It's an opportunity flyer. You can get these on the portal. Make sure that you have your info on the back. Again, it doesn't have to be the sticker. You can write it or stamp it or whatever you do. And attached to this, I print out a picture of the kits for the current month. So for this month, I would take a picture of the March kit from the box, print it out, staple it to this so that they can see exactly what their options are if they were interested in the kit for this month. And then I also include this, which I don't know if you guys can see. I'm pretty sure that this is in the files in our team page. This is something that I created myself because I would send out these packets to people and I just felt like it was not enough. It did not tell them all of the information that I wanted to know when I was becoming a consultant. This up here starts off by talking about the requirements. How much am I going to have to sell? How many of us can say that that is for sure the first question that someone's going to ask? People are busy. People don't know how Posh is going to go. They feel a little bit nervous about failing. But if they know that they only have to sell $300 in a 6-month period, that's going to feel, that's not going to feel as scary as some other requirements that they may have seen from other companies before. So we want to make sure that they know that our requirements are low. I mean, $300 in a 6-month period can easily be fulfilled with personal orders, with your sister and your neighbor's orders, you can have 2 customers and fulfill that $300 quota. The next one is about training, and I put that in there because I think that a lot of people feel like, okay, I'm going to join your team, and then what? What are we going to, are you going to teach me how to do it? Am I going to have to bug you with questions all the time? Where does it go from there? So you are going to tell them, and here we have a prep academy, we have a team page, we have Tuesday training, we have team trainings that we do sometimes. There's lots of different ways that they're going to learn how to do Posh, and they're not going to just sign up and be left in the dust alone. You're not just going to sign them up and that's the end of that. They are going to have tons of support in doing whatever they want with their business. If they want to be a social Sally and just sell to their family and friends, we're going to support them in that. If they want to build a career, we're going to support them in that too. So, and it's also important to let them know that they can earn all of that prop and prep, their props, so many P's, props, prep, perk. So through the Prep Academy and hitting their props, they're going to earn all those perks. How's that for a lot of P's? And then we talk about the pay plan. This can get really overwhelming. How much am I going to make? I always just say you're going to start out making 20% commission on all of your orders. And once you hit $1,000 in sales, you're going to get a raise to 25% commission on all of your orders. From there, you have the opportunity to build up to 31% on your personal commission, plus earning on your team as you build that. So we don't need to go into the whole pay plan. That's super confusing for a lot of people. They have no idea about the lingo. What are these different ranks? And gosh, that $20,000 requirement for a premier seems pretty high. We just want to take it easy. 20% to start, 25% raise, or 5% raise to hit you at 25% once you hit $1,000. And then I talk about how our catalog changes every 6 months, how that's a huge advantage for us as consultants. Every 6 months we get to reach out to someone and say, our catalog has changed. Look at all these new products. This is what you loved before. This is what we have now. Can I send you samples? It's really like a relaunch of your business. And so when people see that, they think just it gives them another idea of how they're going to work their business, how it's really exciting for them, how they can build the excitement with their customers. So I put that inside the envelope as well. And then I include like 4 or 5 samples. And for someone who's like a stay-at-home mom, who I said that I was going to send something to pamper herself with, that's for sure going to be a face wash, a face mask, a moisturizer, a body butter, and a chunk. Because that is something that she can use the face wash, moisturizer, and mask on herself. The body butter and chunk are going to be things that her whole family can use. So she's going to see that Pasha is not just for her. It's totally family friendly as well. So once you do all of these messages and send out all of these packages, it is an investment in your time and a little bit of money having to send all this out. But you want to start following up. 2 days after they get the products, you're going to follow up to make sure that the products arrive to them. It's 2 weeks technically, then you follow up to see how they liked everything. But I would probably check in a week later. Hey, I know you got those samples last week. How did you like everything? Did you feel so pampered? What did your family think of the chunk or the body butter? And kind of go from there. And from that point, the conversation is either, it can go a few different ways. They are interested in products.
I love you, Mom.
Okay, I love you too. They are interested in, Okay, thank you.
Why are you talking to?
I'm doing a video for Posh. Okay, and they're interested in products. They got the information about the business. They have a few questions. They don't answer you right away. That's totally common. It's nothing against you. It's just how it works. So then from there, it depends how you answer their questions and what direction they want to go. But I continue following up until they place an order or they join. Or they say no. And it's going to be like a firm no. Like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I didn't love it. I'm not feeling the business side of it right now. I'll keep you in mind. Usually they're going to say something like that. They're not going to be totally like, no, stop contacting me, because they're your friend first before any of this. So I'll keep following up. Even like 4 or 5 months later, I'll be like, hey, remember that packet I sent you? I was just thinking about you the other day. I wanted to see if you had any other questions. We have this cool new starter kit. And I remember when I sent you the samples, you said you loved BFF. Now BFF is in our starter kit, so I'm not sure if it's something you're still thinking about. There's so many ways that you can continue reaching out to these people without just being like, hey, are you going to join my team now? What are you doing? Did you like the samples? You need to look at all the different things that are coming out with Posh, the kits, the recruiting exclusive. Say you know that person loves strawberry scent, and the scent or the recruiting exclusive of the month is something strawberry. Perfect chance to reach out to that person again. So really you just have to think outside the box and really be genuine in your efforts of recruiting. So I hope that this helps all of you. The keys, of course, being genuine, sending out the packets, and then following up. If you have any questions about this, I would love to answer them. So post them below. This YouTube video is going to be private, I think, just for our team. If I know how to do that, I think I do. So we'll keep this all on our team page, and you guys can ask me any questions that you have, and I am happy to answer them. So I will talk to you guys soon.